Hi there. So I am going to talk today about what I like about coaching. So I'm going to start with the most important thing. I have a few things top of mind, but the first thing is, and that I think is most important, and actually the most surprising thing that I didn't expect, is the relationships in this business. And that's not only the relationships with customers, but also the relationships with other coaches that I've met. And so first of all, customers, I mean, I can't tell you how much every day, each and every day, I get out of just meeting strangers and introducing myself and seeing how I can help them. And people come to me and they say, "You inspire me." And honestly, this is 2 years. I've been doing this for 2 years. And for a long time, there were crickets and nobody ever said anything to me. But I did what I was told to do in terms of this is how you can be successful. And I followed those instructions. And lo and behold, over time, I started getting messages from people saying, "Hey, can you help me? You're really inspiring me." And honestly, they inspire me. There is a rare day that goes by that I don't get touched by somebody who is working hard and is struggling and who is really transforming. I get to see these people transform. I have front row seats to see them making these changes. And it is such an amazing thing to be able to do. And so the relationships that I have with my customers, many of whom maybe haven't even bought a product, they've been in my free groups. But I just, I love it. I'm a people person and I love the diversity and I love the ability to be able to reach out to people and to see what they need. And then the coaches, I have coaches on my team and I met most of them on the internet and we are best buddies now. And that's amazing. To think about that, it's kind of like Match.com, but instead of meeting somebody you might marry, you're meeting your best friends. And it's like crazy. So that's like Beachbody. Beachbody's like Match.com. I say it's funny, and then we a lot of us, we haven't met in person, but we do televideo conferences. We talk on the phone. And, it's a very interconnected world with the internet. And so the coaches that I have on my team, they inspire me every day to want to be a better leader, to want to be, a better example for them and a better role model for this business. So the next thing, really important, the company. I am thrilled that I just stumbled into this company. I did no research. You think when you get a job, you would do a little research on the company, right? A normal corporate job is what I would, go and look on the internet and figure out what the company was like. But no, I just joined as a coach because I wanted to help my daughter. And that's what happens with a lot of people who join as coaches. They have a friend and they saw some results. And so, I signed up and then I went to an event and I got to hear the CEO speak. And, I'm a corporate girl and I am all about companies and I believe in quality and I will not pursue a company. I've been on interviews and turned down a company and an offer because I didn't believe, and the company was, had the quality that I thought it should. And I worked at AOL for a long time, and I was very fortunate to be in that position and working for a company that had a huge mission to make the internet as valuable as the telephone and television. I'll never forget that because I went to work every day feeling like what I did mattered. And you want to feel like what you do matters. And I feel like that with Beachbody. The mission statement is to help everyone reach their goals and live a more healthy and fulfilling life. Who wouldn't want to do that every day? Who wouldn't feel like what they were doing was making an imprint in the world? So I went to this event and I left there thinking, this is my second AOL. This is like the company's growing like AOL, making a huge difference in people's lives. And the leadership of the company is awesome. And Carl Deichler, who is the CEO, is such an inspiring and motivational leader. And he's also a product of the product. He works out. He drinks his Shakeology. He bends over backwards to make sure coaches are successful. The training that the company offers is amazing. So there is a website, and there's so much information you could spend months learning it all. The team that you join, if you join my team, we have made it digestible, and so it's not so overwhelming, and so it's fantastic. I mean, just ABCs. I mean, I didn't know how to create a Facebook group. I didn't know how to expand my network. I had less than 200 friends on Facebook. Now I have almost 1,700 friends on Facebook, and I have almost over 6,000 fans on my like page. So if I did it, you can do it. And because I did it, I can teach you how to do it. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. It's just helping people and learning how, I think we all in life want to always be learning. And so I think, it was so exciting for me to kind of have this as a new career, because my brain needed something. I was just kind of bored, and I just passionless job. And so, that is, training is good. Training gets the brain cells working, right? And so the other thing that I like about it is that you can make it anything you want it to be. So I love the fact that it can be a platform for helping people. So a lot of coaches that, they use they say, turn your mess into a message. So there's been people who have eating disorders, and they're reaching out to people who have eating disorders. People have, my daughter, postpartum depression. People who have diabetes, people who have had breast cancer, people who have been in abusive relationships. I'm helping people who have menopause, so that's something I can relate to. So whatever it is, maybe you have a child or a grandchild that has autism, or a Down syndrome child. But and that's what I would help teach you, is finding what those things are that make you unique and make you different. But what I love about coaching is it's not all about just like helping people lose weight. It's helping people. It's getting people and understanding them and helping them just live better lives, not just through fitness, but just through being a support system for them. And so it's just a unique opportunity, and something that I never really realized that existed, and so excited and happy that I found it. And then the accountability aspect, and I've touched on this before, but being accountable is really key for me, because I would be back where I was before I started if I didn't have a group to run every day. And then just customers. I have customers. I say, once you're my customer for life. You can be in any of my groups going forward forever and ever. And so people often come back to me. They got off track. They get back on track by coming to one of my groups. And so there's accountability for everyone, whether you're a coach and whether you're just a customer. And so I love that. And what's interesting is that I get accountability from the people that are in my group, and they think they come to my group to get accountability from me. And it's like they post that they worked out, and I'm like, oh, I haven't worked out yet. What time is it? I better do it. I don't want to be a slacker. And that's why when I did my first program, before I became a coach, when I did my first program, I never missed a workout, because I was in that group and I didn't want to be a slacker. And so I would skip the gym. I didn't have anybody to be accountable to. But when I got online, I got in a challenge group, I showed up, and it made a difference. So anyways, I hope this has helped. This business has the power to change your life. And in so doing, it has the chance, you have the chance to change other people's lives. It is a difference maker. So I hope you got something out of this today. What I like about being a coach, I mean, it's the relationships, it's the company with great training and great leadership. It's the fact that you can make it whatever you want, and what it needs to be is just what you're about. It needs to be your uniqueness, what you can give back to the world, and then just staying accountable and staying that person that's always trying to improve yourself. And I can't think of another job that would do this. And I love the fact that I'm free now. I have nobody to answer to. I make my own hours. I get up when I want to get up. I go to bed when I want to go to bed. I work when I want to work. My husband and I, he has a home-based business, and we go to the movies in the middle of the day. We recently did a Segway tour on his birthday in the middle of the day. And, it's a pretty incredible thing. And the reason why I joined is that I wanted an exit strategy. I didn't know when I could ever retire. I was a six-figure earner. We were reliant on my income, and I felt trapped. I wanted, and I just clocked in. I mean, I didn't feel like I was making a difference in this world. It was draining the soul out of me, honestly. And so when I started to do this job as just as a part-time thing, oh my gosh, I got up every morning, got on the computer, and it was just so great. It actually made my 9 to 5 job a little more tolerable. Um, and then I did. I worked it part-time for a year and a half, and then I was able to quit. And I had set a goal to quit in June, and I reached that goal. And so, and I didn't even touch on the fact that this is about setting goals and setting killer goals. And then when you reach them, you're like, oh my gosh. And so it's just, I can't speak enough about it. And my job is not only to help people to live healthier and more fulfilling lives, and through losing weight and feeling better about themselves, but also through financial freedom and having something that's duplicatable and that I can show them. And so here you are. If you put the work in and you work hard, you can call your own shots, and it's pretty cool. So I hope this has helped. If you have any questions, comment, and if anything that I've said resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it. Thanks.